You guys sealed the thing.
Yeah, I think I need to refresh. All I see is black and white and the circle I drew. I don't see the map or any tokens. Oh, roll 20.
Oh, roll 20. Da-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Everything's going so fucking slow. I'm just gonna restart everything. Well, not everything, but I'm gonna restart my browser.
I'm kind of thankful that my computer actually now can run this. And
That's
at
a
a
good
decent
thing.
speed. No, this computer, this new computer is really nice.
Okay, so the plan.
Yeah, what do you guys do?
Honestly, I think we could just leave this place now.
We're done
And
with
not
the
have to
seal?
worry about that. Yeah.
The seal's taken care of, so now the next thing we need to take care of is the delay. So.
At the north end over there. Is that a hall? Or?
I think that meets up with the
Yeah, we still don't know
that one place, but I'm not.
There is a
100%
hall
sure.
here, yes.
Oh, I didn't see that before. Yeah, well, we could certainly check this out.
Gus, if you don't mind, do you want to check it out ahead of us with your whatever gives you the sight to see beyond?
So you want me to use my sight beyond sight? Yes.
Well, it's my guy. My guy just doesn't know. Like he kind of gets the gist of the ability, but he doesn't know how you do it. So
I never even noticed this up here.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did.
Yeah.
I did because that's like probably the actual entrance to get into this place.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably.
Oh yeah,
That way, other than the crack in the ground, unless
that probably just leads back to this room over here, but on the bottom.
Gus decides that he's just gonna go fly down there instead of actually just using a sight.
You're gonna go down here?
He's actually just gonna just go down.
Okay.
And technically, we still have that ghost to deal with at one of the delays, but that'd probably be the first one that we go to and deal with it, and then it's boom, boom, boom.
Well, we might. I don't know. Like, we have the actual sword, so we might have what we need to like actually put the ghost to rest permanently. But I'm not actually sure. Like, we weren't able to get enough information for me to be confident in that.
But yeah, that's one thing.
But I don't know. Maybe we'll know
figure out
more
when
if
we're
we.
there.
Yeah, like we pull that sword out. Maybe we'll get. Like maybe we'll hear something. I don't know.
And if in doubt, I could always just steal it.
That too.
Yeah, like maybe the ghost will be like, "Oh no, you have that sword."
Drop to his knees and start crying.
Just pull out the ghost, release it out in the sunlight like the last one. Beat it until it's actually nothing more than a pug.
All right. So Gus, are you going down this hallway?
He'll go down.
Is it just Gus, or is everybody going?
I don't see why we wouldn't all go, but if somebody wants to
Yeah.
scout instead, we could set that up.
I guess we'll just go. If Gus is gonna go down, might as well all go.
Yeah.
That way he's not hung out to dry.
Truth. Okay, I'll follow. I'm gonna fly, and yeah.
Okay, you guys head down this corridor.
And
Dude,
it's
what's
a
your fly
dead end.
speed with those wings?
I don't know. GM.
Yes, you do. You know, it's a wings of flying.
Okay. Then
I mean,
I'll go look
so got it. We'll have to look that up.
It's
I'm not gonna try to
60.
utilize it in combat or anything, so I didn't care.
60
to find
feet.
out. 60.
Let me Google that for you.
No,
PFSRD wings of flying.
Pluto
It's
already
60 feet.
found it.
60. Yeah.
They have it in Hero Lab too, though. Like you should be
Yeah.
able to just give yourself the item there.
Changing tabs in Hero Lab. Come on, Pluto. It's almost like you using a hero sheet. A sheet in Roll20
Hey.
that doesn't pop out. Huh?
Yeah,
It's
I guess.
obnoxious.
Hero Lab tabs work fine for me, but
I'm like, I'm gonna click on it and then wait. No, I think it's my hard drive problem. So
yeah, you
it's-
mentioned that.
Yeah. What
Your
else
sheet,
could it be? I don't know.
the tabs are not loading properly, or they don't
On their,
respond.
I
on their
don't.
Hero Lab
I don't
portfolio,
want to troubleshoot it.
they don't load.
Yeah. It's.
No,
Huh.
yeah, it's there's all sorts of weird quirks of this program. Like if I maximize the program, it loads slower because of how everything renders, I guess.
I
So
have never had issues with Hero Lab in that regard.
yeah, it's not it runs okay. Like even when I do that, like but yeah. you
Does
might get
somebody have
better.
light on them for the people who can't see in darkness?
I don't.
Yeah, I can. I'll cast my daylight.
Okay, so you have daylight going. Alright, so you guys walk down this hallway for a bit, and then it starts to open up into a very, very large cavern. And not only that, but you can see, like, as you enter it, like, you look up, and you're at the bottom of this huge cavern.
Yeah, and they're like all zigzagging across and stuff. I think I know where we're at.
There do indeed to be pillars, and yes, they kind of there's not platforms, but there's rock and stuff that kind of makes very twisty, winding paths.
Walkways.
Yes.
I have a feeling we're going to have a very social conversation again in just a moment.
Didn't we say we were just gonna leave? If we don't, I don't know. We could just do that.
Why would you leave?
Shit.
How is it going?
Someone's making waves.
You could
This
say
place
that.
is a giant labyrinth. It's easier for us to get lost here.
Nah, I was pretty sure I knew where this was going before we went down here.
Fascinating. Well, now that we are here,
Allow us to leave. Bye.
what now?
What indeed? Well, now that you've taken care of the really noisy neighbors,
You cut out.
now that you've taken care of the very noisy neighbors that I have, why not spend some time here? Or better yet, invite me out into that world of.
Well, that's the thing, is that we're not really going back out into the world of Oz in the traditional sense. But, in fact, not even sure on how we even would get out there. Giant. This place is a giant maze with multiple dimensions. But enough
Are you
about
saying
that.
you're not sure how you would get out of this prison?
As you just said, it is a prison.
I mean, I know how I can get out, but
See, he knows.
I'm not sure how you're going to get out.
Different means doesn't mean that we all have the same means of using the exit.
Well, see, I know how I can get out, but it requires a little bit of help.
How so?
I just need to be invited.
It's a vampire.
Are you a reverse vampire? You have to be invited in order to go outside?
Is that a thing?
That was the condition that they put on.
Simple as that. You have to be invited.
Well, I have to be allowed to leave. So being invited outside of this place would effectively do.
I don't think we have the permissions to do such a thing.
Again, you're I don't know. You're gonna go eat things. People.
Well, aren't you?
No.
We don't really quite eat people.
But you do eat things, living things.
Yes, I do.
For necessity.
Well, me eating living things is also a necessity.
Mm,
Yes, but when the things that you're eating are going to be in relation to the same food chain that we are in, that causes a bit of a conflict of interest.
I don't believe you. You've been here as a prisoner. What in the world could you possibly be eating in order to survive? It's not a necessity.
That is a good question. What have you been eating? Are you malnourished?
I am very hungry.
But do you die if you do not eat? Or cease to exist if you do not eat?
I sometimes feel like dying. Only because I haven't eaten.
See?
That's rough, buddy.
Well then. I think we should leave.
Where is that exit?
Well, probably the way you came. Both ways.
Both.
Hmm.
Of course, I could show you the way.
Mm. I
But
don't
that
think
would
that's necessary.
require an invitation, would it not?
Can we do word of recall? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could at any point.
What was our plan? We were just gonna dim door back up?
No, teleport. use a word of recall or teleport. Either one, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, Kudu's like nudging for us to do that. She's obviously has no desire to like mingle with this being that eats things for fun.
Yeah.
Gus just gives you a look at this point of yeah, now.
All right. Cormac will start casting. Cormac will start casting word of recall, and yep, he'll say bye.
Bye. If that works. As long as it works, Game Master.
Probably will.
Okay.
I'm just
You
imagining word
teleport
of
out.
recall to work just like, instant transmission where it's just like literally
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Back to our campsite where we've been like staying.
Yeah, we can go tell Lols now that we're ready to do activate the delay.
Yeah, I think so. Left to do other than free that guy, and I ain't doing that.
Alright, you guys teleport back out.
Hopefully someone else doesn't come along and free him.
I mean,
Someone
he's
else
been down
hasn't
there
come
for
along in a
very,
long
very long
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
But
I
I
was
mean-
like liar about food. Like, what the hell are you
And I don't
I mean, the
think
Langulls
those.
are there.
Yeah, but those guardians are blocking the main entrance, and I don't think they're gonna want to try to go down the crack.
Yeah.
Certainly not all that it's cracked up to be, huh?
We actually sealed it anyway, didn't we?
Some of it, right?
Yeah,
Not the
we
top
did.
one. Not the
top
top one.
No, we did seal the top one. Gus did.
Oh yeah, with
Yesterday
that. Yeah,
in game, and
Yeah, with
last
that.
time we went down there, I just dim doored past it.
Yep.
So you actually can't climb down there unless you break through the stone shape. I mean, it might just erode away again after a long enough time. But yeah, it's actually pretty well sealed off for now.
Makes me wonder if I should reseal this hole to the well. I mean, it's been sealed for so long already. I now have a means to seal it up if needed.
Yeah, might as well. That way nothing can climb down or go down there.
Sounds like a plan.
So Gus will stone shape basically the well shut.
This? Okay.
Yep.
Yep, you can seal the top of it.
Cool.
And Gus looks back and says,
I suppose it's time for the stories.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go and take a look at these creepy Albertus again.
I'm gonna reload Discord because it's crackling just a little bit for me, Overrock.
Okay.
Well,
There we go.
we're closest to the one with the ghost at it, but that's also the most dangerous one, as far as we know.
You are close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the only one we think something's left there, other than like the fellow, unless.
You're right. I mean, there's the curator of mankind's failures or whatever.
I
At
don't
the
know
other
why you
one,
would be mad
and
at us all of a
then
sudden.
and then there's the
Moon giant.
moon
at the other one.
giant at at the other one there, but I mean, they're both relatively friendly compared to everything else we ran into here.
Yeah.
And
that's my
the
thought.
ghost is decidedly not friendly, so we're probably gonna have to fight the ghost if we go there.
I mean, did we actually offer friendship to it? I don't.
Uh,
It pretty much just
no, I don't
instantly
think so. I
started
think it just
attacking
attacked
us.
us and we fought back. But yeah, I guess we could just be like, "Whoa, hold up a minute.
Hold
Have
up,
you
sir.
considered trying to be our friend?"
I mean, it works in anime.
There you
Yeah.
Friend no jutsu.
All right, so is that where you guys are gonna go?
Yeah, I think that's where we should go first and deal with that. That way we don't have to. If stuff goes wrong or with us delay, we deal with that.
All right, so Ghost first. We'll want to, before going into the actual room itself, probably want to make our preps.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. And this time I'm doing Death Ward.
Who's got the sword?
I still have it.
Okay, you have it. Okay, so then we'll. So, did Gus analyze the properties on that sword yet? I forget.
Yeah, it's a +2 Aberration Bane.
Yeah.
Which actually, now I think about it, I probably should have used it versus the electro.
The-
Yeah, I didn't think about it, but there are aberrations. I forgot. I could have been using that. Well, I would have needed a spell in order to be
Proficiency.
proficient with it. Otherwise, I could
Yeah, and
but
I have one prepared just in case.
yeah. So yeah, I probably should have used it there, but oh well, it was fine.
Yeah, I didn't think about it either.
What's funny is that Gus could technically have used it and then added some extra bonuses on top of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have stacked up really nice. Okay, so all right. So then, who's gonna? Are we basically trying? Are we supposed to be using the sword against it?
I don't know. That's what we never figured that out. Like I was trying to like gather information about this character and the sword and like what exactly the deal was, and I think we got like a little bit of maybe
Did-
visions that kind of maybe were of
Did
this
we
ghost.
ever ask Lowell's if the other Lowell's ran into it?
I think we did, and I think his answer was as useful as it ever is.
As always, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the entity we dealt with, if I recall, yeah, it was. So we had. It was incorporeal undead. Let's see. Was
Does Gus recall any particular properties of the creature? I wasn't there that session during the fight,
Right.
So
You know that it hits really hard. It killed Cormac in probably 2 hits.
It does like a maximized
It doesn't maximize damage.
damage
ability.
effect that it has on its ghostly negative energy touch that it does.
is it spell based?
No, it does it through
No, it's like the ghost.
hitting with its great sword. It has this great sword in like a what's the freaking
Yeah, it has a ghostly version of
this sword.
the sword that I have here. The old ass sword.
And
it's actually a
that
bastard
when we
sword,
killed it, when we got rid of it, or they got rid of it because I was dead, that sword remained afterwards.
Yeah, we just were like too sketched out by it that we didn't take it with us. We're like worried that if we did, maybe the ghost would like reform or something like with the sword. So
Hmm.
We're also a day away from being able to remove your negative level too, aren't we?
Yeah, and Kudu gaining back her familiar.
Yeah.
Your call if you wish to rest.
Cormac can cast Death Ward. He's not too worried about that right now. But
Is Death Ward single target or is it a
it's single
multi-target?
target.
Okay.
I do have 2 castings of it though. It's personal. Let me check real quick.
It's
This
not.
thing causes negative level drain.
Energy damage. It's negative energy damage, like a channeling negative energy or an inflict spell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Death
so
Ward does help for that, though. I think it makes you immune to that damage.
It's immune.
Yeah.
So I was probably gonna cast it on someone else too.
We did
I
that
wanted-
to cheese the Banshee fight in Second Darkness by putting that on the whole party. Because it's like, well, it can do negative energy damage and it can do its death effect, and
That would really neutralize most of the big threat out of it.
yeah, I think we even threw a silence on it too. Although it can yell through that, I guess. But
Oh, really?
Silence doesn't work on Banshees.
yeah, it turns out they can
Their will
yell
breaks
through it.
through.
But I think we might have tried it anyway. I don't remember.
I just need to get 8th level and then I can put it on all of us.
And then you had like I didn't use Force Sword like Fingrim uses. I used like a different version of it that lets you actually give it to other people. And so I made like an incorporeal force weapon and gave it to our brawler, which was Secrets character. I was like, all right, go to town on it.
One thing we could do is, I could still entrap the spirit if needed.
Yeah, we could do that if we feel like the fight's not going our way.
I don't know if it has the same weakness to sunlight though that the other thing did.
Yeah.
Try to remember if it does.
I mean, we don't. Yeah, I don't.
Cormac
we
will
get-
ask Fingrim, since he knows he's the only other one that's trained in it. Would you want to wear the Mithril Deathless full plate that I have,
What
other
does that
than your
do?
speed? Deathless makes it to where you can. I'll pull it up right now. That way, I can tell you exactly.
Deathless. It's like Absorbs the first 10 points of positive or negative energy per attack. So, and you have 25% chance to ignore negative levels from any attacks. Huh. No, I think the speed's better for me.
All right. That armor literally was meant to negate like me getting negative levels.
Yeah.
For what?
You won't need to worry about at least keeping me protected from such negative energy. I have a means to take care of it myself.
Maybe I'll cast a Death Ward on Fingrim and myself, and then the other
Hopefully
two
Kudu
can
and Jane can just stay away from her.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be useful to have Jane down there for considering this thing is an evil entity. With Kudu, I mean, Kudu can do a lot of damage. Very powerful. It's up to Kudu if you want to take the risk.
I'll be
We could rest and I could just prepare 4 spells, or 5 Death Wards. I mean, make it toward this fight's not even, like, bad, but I kind of want to get through this today if we can.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, you were fine last time.
We should be fine, yes.
The 2 melee fighters, if we have the 2 melee fighters with Death Ward on.
Well, I can put. I'll put Mirror Image up, and that'll help a lot. It's my best defense against this.
Sounds like we're gonna be going up in there, so maybe we should make our way up.
All right, that's what you guys are doing.
We also
Yep.
gotta keep a lookout just in case that little bastard decides to show its face again. That little death worm thing.
What, the electro worm? Or some other
So
thing?
that thing that was in the like vines, that like that
Oh
little
yeah.
tiny like worm thing, it's still
Yeah,
alive
the
in there
fungus
somewhere.
thing. It ran off in there somewhere and we never saw it again.
Ah, yes.
Alright, so yeah, before we go up the final flight of stairs there, I'm gonna cast some minutes for level buffs.
Same here.
And it-
We're
Death
almost at
ward.
the
I'm
ghost. Is that right?
It doesn't take us that long. Like my 2.5 hour long buffs like that I cast from that for that last fight probably are still up.
I'm gonna.
yeah, same here. It's death ward
I'm
on
gonna. I'm gonna take
finger.
off the wings of flying and put my cloak of resistance +2 on.
Okay.
That'll be good. The question: do I recall if this thing was had DR again, like with goal line bypass?
It didn't seem to have any DR. It has its
It's incorporeal.
incorporeal defenses, which reduces any kind of magical damage by half.
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
usually was casting
also
fight it.
Okay.
I'm also gonna change my armor to give myself a DR against slashing.
Okay.
And it was considered undead when I recall.
Yes.
On that, right? Okay, so. All right.
If you can give your weapon ghost touch,
I'm thinking Ghost Touch, Undead, Bane.
yeah, that's probably the way to do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
And
can't do that, but I can create a force weapon. So
I could do one more bonus as well. I'm trying to think of what else I want to add to it. It's a, you know.
I'm gonna cast before we go in shield and mirror image. Maybe yeah, I'll do shield. Shield works because it's a force defensive effect, so it actually does apply versus ghosts.
Do Iron Skin, Shield of Faith, and I did cast the 2 death wards on Finger and Eye. And that's it, I think. I should still have freedom of movement on. And right before we go in, I'll probably cast Angel Aspect again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so.
I'm gonna move you guys up there.
Okay. Gus will put up Spirit Shroud. And then.
And I'll have the
Yeah.
old ass bastard sword out instead of even though I'm probably not going to actually use it, but maybe I will. I'm not sure what's going to happen when I have it out. So, but I'm gonna have it out anyway.
If Cormac sees that, he'll cast a blessing, bestow weapon proficiency on you.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right, you guys make it up here, and like the last time, it's there. Nothing has really disturbed this place. The Stele is here in the middle, and there's no sign of anything that's literally happened here. What do you guys do?
They look around for where that sword is, /
You
where the
don't
ghost
see it.
is. What did we do last time? Was it because we touched the Stele?
Yeah, we started looking at this delay.
I do have seen visibility up too, so. But I guess if it's in the ethereal plane, that might not necessarily matter.
Cormac will look at Lowell as he says, if this thing's not here, you
Oh,
might
you
as
want
well
him?
start.
You wanted him to go up with you?
Yeah.
By the way,
You
that's just
can't,
my enhancement. So.
Lowell's
Maybe-
is going to stay down the stairs. He's gonna
Yeah.
stay down below on the stairs until he says you take care of the.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody else do anything?
I gotta roll perception. I mean, maybe we're missing something.
Yeah, I'll perception.
I got
look
maximum
around.
images.
Perception.
Yeah, I'll look around too.
That might be lower. The perception might be too lower, just because I don't know if I've taken off Al's wisdom yet. Let me double check.
Yeah, I unchecked Al's wisdom because I figured no way that its buffs will last, but
Okay. Yeah, you guys look around and you don't see anything. You don't think anyone's been up here aside from you guys. And this has a few rounds that basically pass. Not very long time wise.
mm-hmm.
But eventually you do feel the air starting to get colder.
It's getting more chilly in here.
Yes, it feels familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ready?
at one of the windows, this one, you start to see like a ring of cold bluish flame materialize. And along with it, a body. And the ghost unsheaths its sword.
All right, well, I
and
hold
points it
the
at you.
same sword.
And she says, "You tainted ones, how dare you come back?"
Oh,
Cormac-
it's like
Cormac
a
will-
carbon copy.
Cormac will say, "What do you mean by tainted?"
Just slips into perfect cell every once in a while.
She says back to you, "Silence. I will expunge your corruption from this world." And yeah, she starts like she takes a battle posture against you. So you guys can roll me initiative.
Yeah.
You see her eyes blaze with a cold fury.
Honest, to tell you the truth, this ghost just might be too far gone for like reason. I know.
Yeah,
like,
but any
that's
ghost
in
has a
Mythos.
way still of like permanently setting it to rest. So
Yeah,
like I don't see why this one would be an exception.
Yeah, I know.
I think you're right.
Like, well, just in like Mythos, like ghosts go mad after like being a
Yeah.
ghost for so long.
All right. Initiative. This is gonna be probably terrible as usual. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I haven't beat her initiative. Don't have to deal with being flat-footed.
Yeah, neither will I. For once, I've actually rolled a. Feels nice to have that 0.1 on the end of it too.
Yeah.
But damn, that 0.9 though.
Oh, her initiative?
Yeah.
It's pretty high, yeah.
She rolled low though.
Yeah, it did roll low. So that's a good little saving grace there. And you guys are, I mean, you guys are mostly good on all of your stuff, and yeah, you've got
We
a
prepped
lot
up
of
this
your.
time.
All right, Cormac, you're the first to react.
Do I just want to try to get rid of this in one go, or see what happens? Actually, I don't even know if disintegrate works against corporeal or incorporeal things.
It's magic, so it does do something. It will still have a reduced effect.
Mm, he's just gonna cast his second destruction and not chance missing this thing. It needs to give me a fortitude save.
It is a
Or-
ghost, and it is immune to the death effect.
Oh yeah.
And you would know this.
Yes. Then quicken disintegrate.
But you have quick and disintegrate.
Well, I have quicken true
Oh, okay.
strike.
Strike and then disintegrate.
I meant quicken true strike
yeah,
and then
that makes more
disintegrate.
sense.
Yeah. It's basically quicken disintegrate, but not really. Let me roll that real quick.
Did everyone else's screen just get all wonky?
No.
Mine didn't do anything.
Nope.
Mine looks like an 80s collage of reds and blues for a bit. That was
Huh.
weird.
That is weird.
All right, you touch.
Was it the whole
It'll
screen,
roll
or was
a
it just roll 20?
fortitude.
Just roll 20.
Okay, it's probably roll 20 quirkiness then.
Well, it is good at doing that.
What do I have to roll?
No, you rolled to attack it, so that touches it.
Okay.
So now it's gonna take a fortitude.
Ooh, I think
Okay.
it fails.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Probably still takes half damage, but disintegrates a lot of damage, so.
Let me see. Level 14, so that's 20 d8 or 28 d8 or d6. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, it takes some damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It is.
Wait,
Although you
20
know that
Well,
it didn't
after
take.
roll, though.
You know it didn't take all of it though.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
You will get ready. He
Alright.
might.
Your
Yeah,
ray surges
stay-
forward, and you do disrupt its like undead body with your magic. But yeah, it's still going. Kudu.
The thing in the center is that obstruction.
This is the stele, and yes, it counts as cover.
Okay. Well, I'll move. To here.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire a blast at her. I moved, so I can't gather power. And I don't think there will be any boosting on this one because we didn't rest, and I still have 6 burn, which is fine.
Yeah.
That just means I'm strong. That's all. But let me turn this off. Okay. And ready to. Right. We're gonna toss Scree at her, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know, ghosts might be immune to cold or something. I don't. It might be a thing. It
Go
might
ahead
be.
and give me your attack.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we determined that or not last time.
I'm not sure, but I think we fought like incorporeal things or something before.
Yeah, most time they tend to be. It feels like.
Okay, that'll hit it. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, physical magic.
Okay, you do some damage.
Nice.
The like raw ether of the attack has an effect on this thing.
Oh.
The stones like mostly just pass through her, but yeah,
Right.
it's more of the magic part of the attack. All right, and I think that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Finger.
All right. I don't know if it's even going to do anything, but I'm going to try to hit her with the same sword that she's wielding and see if it has any sort of special effect or something. But before I do, I'm going to do spell combat and I'm going to cast haste on the whole party.
Okay.
That works.
Everyone has haste. I'm going to use a swift action to use arcane accuracy instead of enhancing this weapon because I don't even know if this thing is going to do anything. And I'm going to 5-foot step up and I'm going to take my full attack action. So here goes. First attack.
Okay, that'll hit.
Before you get hit, did you heal up with all those channels from the last one?
Oh yeah, I was just super low.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot you said that you're like almost at max. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't put the aberration vein in because I don't think this is an aberration. So just 16 damage from the old ass sword, which is a +2 aberration bane sword.
Okay,
So
it does some damage.
does some damage. All right, it doesn't look like it's doing full damage though or anything. But yeah, it's another attack. Ooh, if I'd put keen on, it would have been. Well, yeah, I can't do crits with this weapon anyway, probably. A little bit more damage.
Okay.
And that one might miss.
Yeah, the 23 misses.
I'll do one more attack with prehensile hair as well.
Okay.
That misses probably. Okay.
Okay. Yep. On the ghost turn, those eyes of her start to glow with malevolence,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna defensively cast a spell.
Do I have the thing yet that makes that harder? I don't think I do. I think that's like level 16 or something. I'll do a spellcraft check though to identify it.
Same.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 40.
Gus is pretty sure he knows what it is.
You all know this is a force spell.
Okay.
It's a force spell, and the glow radiates from her left hand that she uses to cast it, and then it leaves her hand, and that blade of hers begins to take on that glow.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Befouled adventurers, I smite thee!" And she takes a strike at Fingram.
Okay. Probably is gonna hit my AC.
Does that hit your touch?
It does. Yeah, if I'd been fighting defensively, it actually wouldn't have. But I do have 8 images, so a D9 for images, unless she has a way to see through them or something.
I don't think she does.
Okay, one of the images breaks. Now down to 7 images, 8 fingrams.
Okay. She will 5-foot step closer to, and that is her turn. Hold on, give me a second. You hit her. Was it 2 times?
I hit her twice. Yeah.
Okay.
For 16 and 9. Although those probably, if it worked,
You don't
as
have spell
normal, it'd be-
resistance, right?
I do not have spell resistance. No.
Do you have cold resistance?
Don't think so.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot about one of her spells that she's already got going, and that's that ring of cold fire around her. So unfortunately you're gonna take some
Okay.
for the attacks. That's all cold damage. So 18 and 18.
I take 18 and then 18 damage from when I hit her.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and that's her turn. Jane's turn. She has to make a fortitude save because she is looking at her now. $23. I think she's good. Yep, she's good. But Jane remembers not being able to hurt this thing with her bullet. The only thing she could use to hurt it was no, she didn't hurt it at all. Okay, she's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over here. And get ready to start using lay on hands on people. Gus. She draws the sword though as she moves.
Is line of sight? No.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I'll say that like all of you, yeah, you're able to see her. So give me a fortitude save. The ghost has a corrupting gaze.
Okay. Now, just to clarify, really quick, for an ability I have up, will this count as a death effect, fear effect, or spell effect that puts those negative levels or deals negative energy damage?
Let's see. This does not deal negative energy damage. It does not inflict negative levels, but it does do untyped physical damage and ability damage.
Gus triggers the danger sense for this circumstance, which is +7. That'll
Okay.
bump it to 23.
Okay. You resist the effects of the corrupting gaze.
For now.
Yep.
And then Gus is then going to. He'll need to get close, I think, if he's going to do melee. He's going to start with the spell, though. He's going to go ahead and use Purge Spirits.
Okay.
And that spell. Oh, right. And I forgot, since he's got the Spirit Shroud up, he also gets hit points equal to that plus his. I believe it's plus his level. Double check that. So yeah, 4 plus. What are we? 14 now.
Your
Yeah.
level? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we're
so.
still 14.
Okay. So Gus is up 18 hit points for the most part. But anyway, yeah, he does. And that was just the spell he prepped up earlier that he had going. Purge Spirits. He's going to cast that, and that's going to be a. Let's see. Will save
Okay.
for partial damage.
It probably fails.
DC is 19.
Okay, do your damage.
No SR to deal with, luckily too.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have SR.
Yeah.
I've honestly been thinking about taking SR for my greater
pen?
and
Yeah.
greater spell pen for my next feat.
It takes 32 points of damage. This is specifically designed to target incorporeal creatures such as this.
Yep, it
like
takes
those
the full
cool-
damage.
So it takes the full damage, and it's staggered for 1 round because it failed the save.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Let's see. Yep. I'm gonna use the. Where's the snail? There. All right.
And then
Good
he's
job.
gonna move over into melee range, so that way he while he has his Ghostbane sword ready.
Okay.
And turn.
All right, Cormac. Yeah. You see Gus beginning to rip or disperse this ghost's spectral map. It's like watching like static on a TV almost.
Yeah. You do have haste on right now too, so if you want to use that. Although, well, no, I mean
no.
Cormac might. I don't know. The
Yeah.
Elates likes to do the one big attack, but so
Yeah, it's just more effective.
especially this stupid cold aura. If you hit it multiple times, you just take more cold damage.
Yeah. Luckily, I do have some resist on that now.
Yeah.
I know resists don't stack because technically I have 2 sets of resist right now, but they don't stack.
Yeah, you just take the better one.
Yeah, they're both 5. He's going to swift channel into his weapon to give it force, and he is going to do all of his other stuff. Destructive smite. He's not going to be able to use his weapon master yet, and power attack. So he's going to attack this thing, this sword.
Okay, go ahead and give me that attack. A 31, you hit.
And 7 of that's force. So
7 of the damage is force. Okay.
yeah.
So that's like 29 physical and 7 force damage.
Yep.
Okay. The ghosts like incorporeal corporeality is looking very
Oh, do I
weak.
need to roll against its gaze and stuff?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Because
Sorry.
it does have it
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, I forgot. I was gonna do that first, and I just forgot. And then the damage for the flame.
Yeah,
Show
and
it to
then
you.
that's okay. You'll get that.
It's fortitude save.
A fortitude. Okay. You take 19 points of cold damage, but you save against the corrupting gaze.
All right, so I resist 5 of that, so 14.
All right. Kudu.
Well, okay.
Fortitude?
Right. Fortitude. Gaze.
Yeah, I can avert my eyes though.
You
If
can.
you want.
Would you like to take the 50%?
I don't know.
Yes, finger. I'm going to use his blind fight.
I could, but I'm probably just gonna take the risk on the save. That is my best save, so.
I'm going to okay. So what I want to do is I'm gonna heal
Okay.
Fingram. And so I'm gonna cast my heal first and then move up, but I guess I can avert my gaze so I
Mhm.
can at least still kind of see my ally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
50% chance, and I'll let you do the percentage roll to see whether you're affected or not by the gaze.
Okay.
Can you guys watch
All right,
Naruto?
you're good.
Okay, and then I'll deliver a heal. Which is right now. Let me go look.
Maybe you guys watched Naruto?
Yeah.
Nope.
So this brings me back to like the very first series when Itachi shows up for the first time and my guy's fighting him, and he's like, "You don't even have to worry about his eyes as long as you just watch his feet. You'll know what he's doing."
Yeah.
All right, so Fingram, you heal for 34, and it's your turn now.
Okay. Am I taking the burn or are you taking the burn?
Oh, for the heal, how about you take it?
Oh, oops. What the
You
hell
take
did I
the
just do?
burn.
You might not bleed out if you get knocked out or things like that.
Fuck. What did I say before? Is that 54, I think? I just tried to subtract or plus 34 and I just set my health to 34. Alright, I'm pretty sure I was at like 54.
There you go. Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. I'm going to
Fortitude.
yeah, I'm not gonna avert my gaze. Ooh, that's a pretty low roll though.
Yep, you will take the damage.
Okay. Well, good thing I just got healed, I guess. Oh, it's Stone Skin might apply to this if it's physical damage.
Well, it's untyped damage, so unfortunately it's not physical.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
You take 10 points of damage, and then you also take 4 points of charisma damage.
Okay. Well, it's not great, but charisma doesn't really do much for me anyway.
Yeah, not too bad for you.
I have a thing for this. Charisma damage. Oops. Charisma damage 4. Okay. Alright. Effectively 3 charisma. Apparently.
It's more like you feel the ghosts, like hatred and malevolence, like burning a hole in your motivation. Almost
Yeah.
like it's making you feel guilty.
Uh-oh.
Why is it showing as 3?
What happens if you go drop to 0 in charisma?
You're gone
Oh, it's
conscious.
-3 is in my modifier is -3.
You didn't have
Okay,
a
that's
condition
correct.
on you, did you?
No, I was just confused. I was reading it wrong. Okay. On my turn, I'm gonna free up my hand by passing the. I'm just gonna use. He's just gonna use his prehensile hair to just hold the sword, the old ass sword. I'm just not gonna do a beard attack this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to do spell combat. And I'm going to cast Force Sword, and I'm just gonna use that for this turn. I'll fight defensively. Do I want to fight defensively? I don't think I need to fight defensively. Fight defensively, she's gonna hit my AC anyway because it's first touch AC. So I'm not gonna fight defensively. I'll just I'll just do some attacks with the Force Sword, which does count as a +3 longsword that does force damage.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
First attack.
Ooh, a 25. That unfortunately misses.
Okay. Second attack. Oh man, it's doing this again.
Yeah. It wants you to lose.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. This is this character. I knew I should have used a swift action to just give myself the +6, but I was like, I probably don't need it. I get 3 attacks. Fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that's your turn, it's the ghost's turn again.
Yep. Oh, I guess it would have been. I didn't put my flank bonus in from Gus, so hold up a minute. That would have been a 27. Does that make a
27?
difference? Yeah.
Okay. The 27 does hit.
Ah, yeah. I hit with 1 attack. 14 force damage.
And you take 18 points of cold.
Yep.
All right. You do 14 points of damage to it. It's still going.
Yeah.
All right. On its turn, it is going to defensively cast a spell.
All right. $26 to identify it.
Yeah, I think you know what it is.
Yay! I pass no matter what.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's super did it. Cormac knows, and Gus, you all know. She's casting a conjuration spell, and it is a let's see. I think it does have a subtype in it. Yes, conjuration, creation, and poison.
Okay.
You know she's casting cloud kill.
Dang.
Let's see, it's a 20-foot, 20-foot radius.
Do we have air bubble on still? Didn't we put that on or
No, that was the day before.
no? Okay.
Life bubble would be the spell, but yeah.
It's
I thought about it.
all right. We making fortitude saves here.
Oh yeah. She's gonna center it right.
Hey, there we go. I
here.
made that one.
Yep, everybody give me a fortitude. I gotta do one for Jane. Alright, looks like everybody saves except for Cormac.
Yep, I rolled a 2.
So the nice thing about Cloud Kill is that even if you save, it does
It
something.
has an effect. Yeah. For one thing, it's a cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah,
obscures your vision.
And it obscures vision, which is gonna make this fight a little bit more annoying. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it changes what spell I was gonna cast. Because I was gonna use the Sense Vitals next round, probably. That doesn't
Ouch.
work.
Okay, Cormac, you take 4 points of constitution damage, and everyone else who saves takes half.
Con damage, huh?
Yeah. Cloud Kill. It tries to kill you. And you know that the people who identified the spell, you know that the cloud moves in a certain direction on its own every round. So yep, she casts the spell, and she yells aloud. I can still destroy your living bodies and destroy the manifestation of evil inside of Jane coughs and sputters. Oh god.
It's fine. It's probably gonna move away from
She's
her.
gonna move out.
These things usually go downhill, I think. So it's probably gonna go down the stairs and hit Lowell's.
Alright, Gus, your turn.
Hey, at least you didn't have
Alright.
to make the fortitude save versus the gaze attack because the clouds obstructed your view.
Yeah. It's
Once-
obstructing your view now.
So with it being, with Cloud Kill, Does it dissipate when the caster is down?
No, unfortunately.
No.
Okay. So
But it's
then,
heavy, so you can pit it. So if you got like a pit or something.
Yeah, it's not dismissible.
how tall is this room?
Let's see. The height of this room, I would say, it's not tall. I think it's like 10 feet.
Okay.
Because yeah, you're like at the top of this tower.
Gus is just gonna go full round then, and just go all out on against her. So,
Okay.
Matt, this spell it's a death effect, right? I mean, obviously death cloud. No, it isn't.
It's
Nope,
not a death
it's
effect.
poison effect.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because we have
Okay,
death.
so
ward and we
Gus,
get bonuses.
you're gonna full round.
Yeah, flank bonus too.
all right, and give me a minute here. So we got doing my math here. 2, 3. Flank, higher ground, because flying. It's a fuck you. That's why. Trying to think of any other bonuses I have. I have also thing already factoring my
Bane counts as a +2 enhancement bonus higher than it already is too.
true. So there's that. Okay.
Yay for Pathfinder.
I know. This is the one thing I don't like about Pathfinder is all the math. Customization is great though.
Yeah.
All right, and then put this in at.
See, they like the math, and I like fantasy grounds.
What's even the point if you can't do a bunch of addition yourself? Jeez.
It's not
That's
that
like
I
the only
can't.
reason. It's the
that
only
I
reason to
don't
play this
wanna.
game, right? Is to do addition. Basic addition.
Addition and
Okay.
subtraction.
Don't they just
35,
subtract or
28,
multiply?
40.
Subtract
All of those
is a
attacks
negative number.
might hit. I have to ask you, do you have a way of negating concealment, as in the 20%?
One moment.
Because
Such
if
as,
you don't, I just need you to roll.
yeah,
I'm checking to see if he has.
like fog sight or something.
His
blind
his
sense?
eyes are very special.
Yeah, specialize.
Blind sense?
Look with your special eyes.
Blind sense won't get rid of it, but did you say you have blind fight?
I do not have blind fight
Okay.
as a feat,
But
but
if you have blind sight, that would work. But blind sense, I
yeah,
don't think helps here.
I get that at next, or no, I get that at level 19. So
Yep. Okay. Then roll me 3 percentages, and you want to roll over 20%.
Yeah, it's only 20% miss chance. It's Faye hit with 3 attacks, so
first,
All right, that's a hit.
second,
Hit
and third,
and miss. But thankfully, the first 2 attacks are enough to take the creature out. The ghost touch property, yeah, you slice at her like you're actually slicing at the person. In fact, your weapon even like cuts through the cloth of the robes and such that she's wearing. And you feel, yeah, like the sword go into her, like you are piercing flesh. And even she seems shocked. And like when you pull it out, it looks like she's bleeding. And she gasps, dropping her sword, clutching her wound, and kneeling down on the ground.
Kudu gasps. And
Kudu
gets out
can't
of the
even see
cloud.
this. Yeah. Technically, Kudu can't see it happening because it's more than 5 feet away.
Go in peace. Pass on and never return.
and
All right. You see it's blurry because of the cloud. Yeah, good roleplay there. Choking. And
That's what that was.
You see the ghost's essence disperse.
Well, can anyone dispel this?
Cormac, on your turn, can you get rid of the cloud?
I do not have dispel on, or have anything that can get rid of it right now.
I have it. I don't
He's
have
gonna move out of the
Okay.
cloud.
Kudu, do you have any way of getting rid of the cloud?
Nope, I just move out of it.
Fingram, do you have any way of getting rid of the cloud?
Not exactly, but I have a method of helping here. So, and I've just enough. I have 4 arcane pool points left, which is exactly what I need to do this. I'm going to, I see Cormac move away, and I don't see Gus, but I know I kind of can see his attack down this ghost. I'm going to drop the Force Sword. I'm going to step into this square. I'll pick up. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, no, that'll work. I'll pick up the ghost. I'm assuming that sword's left behind again, right? Like the when the ghost
You
died.
do see the sword, the
So-
incorporeal sword on the ground where she dropped it.
I'm gonna grab that, and then I'm going to use a swift action to spell recall using 4 points of arcane pool to recall Dimension Door, and I'm gonna Dimension Door Gus and I out of the cloud after picking the
Okay.
sword over here.
That
You
works.
go that way.
And hopefully Lulz is fine because I think the cloud's gonna go down the stairs probably.
You do recall that the ego lulz is technically a construct and
Oh
not
yeah, he's
living.
immune to this effect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, the cloud, it is going like downwards, but it just kind of like it's kind of shrinking basically
Yeah.
as it's going down the tunnel or the stairs until eventually it gets to the point where it's gone all the way down there and it vanishes.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys do?
I hold the ghostly version and the real version of this sword, and probably marvel at how similar they are. And I'm gonna try to I don't know, hold them next to each other, like touch one of them to the other or something.
Okay, if you touch them, then instead of holding 2 swords, you're still holding 1 sword, and a hand comes out and grasps the hilt of the sword with you.
Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, and doesn't seem as malevolent. Hopefully now.
A malevolent hand.
I guess I'll ask it. I'll say, "Tell me your story."
So she takes hold of the sword, and yeah, you can see that the spirit looks a lot calmer now.
All right, that's a good sign.
And she does take the sword from you and swings it slowly, gently, like she's remembering how to wield it, even though she did fight you like just a moment.
Yeah. But it has its proper. It's fully restored now.
Fascinating.
Something.
She
everyone else see
says,
this?
Yeah, everyone else can see this.
I'd be
she's
looking
completely
around, making
corporeal. It
sure
doesn't
that
look-
I'm not the only one that can see it.
She sighs and she's the fully corporeal sword into a ghostly sheath, and she says, "I apologize for any kind of harm that I've done. For what must be millennia. This is the first time I've been able to think clearly."
I think I kind of understand. Maybe not entirely, but in a way, in my own way.
Hmm.
I'm glad that I was able to bring you this small chance at peace.
She bows and says, "I am the. My name is Upianshe. I am a warrior scholar of Ninshibur."
Gus wants
How do you
to
spell that?
figure out a history check if possible.
Yep, history.
I want to see. Oh, I was way off. I got the last half correct, actually.
Gus, no name comes to mind, but the Ninshibur, you do remember that city. You found actually a few references to it here.
Yeah, I think
Because
we got that
the
already.
Ninshiburian Empire was something that existed a long time ago until the Tarask basically destroyed. And Ninjabur was located in Casmaron before it became this desolate desert.
Hmm.
Well,
When was it that you were you there when that?
What was it? Can you spell that name on the chat for the city?
Oh, Ninjabur, yeah.
Yes, I spelled that one correctly.
Are you aware that Ninshiba fell?
She says. She says, I can only assume. She says, out of the many, many, many centuries I've been here, I would have expected that my people would come looking for me, but no one ever. I fear that the evil that still lives here in this cursed city must have escaped, or at least increased its influence. But no, I still feel its taint. In fact, I can see it on all of you.
We're trying to see if we can take care of that.
As I tried to, and my companion.
Well,
But something about you is different. I can clearly see the blot on you, but for some reason, it hasn't consumed you yet.
Hmm.
what do you know of the blot?
She says, more than I would like to know. Whatever it is, it is both ancient in its power and it it doesn't belong here, and it doesn't come here either. As strange as it may sound, I believe it came from beyond the stars.
Title.
Maybe.
So, with that in mind, we may end up having to go beyond the stars to deal with this taint and destroy it if we can, if it is possible.
When you say that, she She raises her hand and gives pause and shakes her head. And she says, "No, no, it's closer than that. It's here."
Do you know the entity that is the source of it?
I don't know it by name, but I have seen it. I've dreamt of it for hundreds of years now. But thankfully, death has been my my refuge. It can't taint anything that's not living.
I suppose there's that one respite. What kind of dreams were they?
Dreams of rampant plant life, but not the kind that brings um, health and bounty. The kind that feeds on life. She says this thing is a parasite.
Is this thing tiny like a worm?
She shakes her head. She says, "No, I don't believe so. Whatever it is, it's been asleep for a long time, and I've just been hearing its dream, but it's getting stronger. Something has awoken it."
Yeah.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
I sought to destroy it before it could awaken, but even then, I had underestimated its ability to corrupt.
Do you think that you think that thing that spoke with us
He speaks to the group on this, by the way.
may be related to this entity?
Uh,
Mm,
oh.
I don't think so. He was very much awake.
Yeah.
Or it seemed that way to me, at least.
Cormac says it might be the thing that's turning those zombie people or plant zombie things that we fought downstairs into them.
Oh yeah, I think that's
The ghost takes note of that when you say that, and she says, "Yes, the corrupted. Those are its children. They took my companions and my friends from me. That's the infection, the taint that I'm talking about. I can see it inside all of you, but it's dormant."
The same infection that took the Ithian. We definitely need to find it and root it out. See if we can destroy it or seal it or something.
She says that my goal and my mission in coming here was to destroy it, and for whatever reason, death wasn't the end of me. Something kept me here. Maybe it was my own will or something greater, but I feel like this is my purpose, or the last thing I do on the material plane.
Well, then we'll probably need to go and
Cormac
find
will-
that entity and I'll search and destroy it with you along
Cormac
with us.
says, Cormac will ask, "Do you know where it rests or where it sleeps?"
Once you and Gus, yeah, once you finish speaking, she closes her eyes and she takes a few moments to like focus, and she says, "I think I know where it lies, where it grows." I should have known a long time ago. And she goes over to like one of the the open areas here and looks beyond it, and she's looking over to where like the giant like oasis, and she says there it sleeps underneath the water.
That's where the museum thing was, right?
Well, it was it was whatchamacallit, there was like a shore.
Yeah.
It's also where all the birds went to die.
Oh yeah.
And she says I'm positive that's where it's regaining its power.
Well then, do we destroy that before we activate this device?
I like how we just keep putting it off. Like, eventually we'll get to it.
Eventually.
It's on my to-do list.
Well,
But yeah, I probably something we should deal with.
well, if it's waking up, it could bring a threat to the planet.
The ghost agrees and says, if not now, then it's only a matter of time when it does. It could
Well,
gain its full power and become greater than any kind of being on this planet. It could even be as powerful as a.
I understand this thing is essentially a great old one. The conversation we had with the ghouls, it described it almost as such.
Dang.
She says, then there's only one thing to do then. And she unsheaths her, but she looks to you, all of you, and she holds her sword, uh, you know, blade length on her hands, and she offers it to you. And she says, take my blade and take up my goal, and I will see it through to the end with.
Very well.
So where we take the blade, you will follow. I understand, correct?
In spirit, as it were.
Well, yes, but still,
I feel at rest, but I feel nothing pulling me from this world. It's as if something is keeping me here, like a divine purpose.
well, then let's take care of this task. I'd like to see you pass on to the afterlife. It's one of the things that I find to be very important. Erasmus has been waiting for you for such a long time.
Cormac will look at Fingrim.
Yeah, I'll take it. Take the
Okay.
I guess.
You take the sword from her, and it still feels the same as ever, but she begins to dissipate slowly from like the feet up. And unlike when you defeated her a moment ago, there's like a sparkling like blue incandescent light that like follows her from the feet to her, and she vanishes.
All right.
And a moment later, you hear a voice in your head.
Okay.
And it simply says, "I am with you."
All right.
Is this strange that I've gotten used to voices in my head at this point?
And you know the source of the telepathic voice. It's coming from the sword.
Very well.
Oh,
Shall we head over that way then?
No, I think we need to rest and prepare ourselves before we head there.
Very well.
Might be something
Yes.
even more dangerous than sealing the electro worms.
Well, then let's take care of that. Where do you want us to rest? Back at the camp?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Very well.
All right,
Cormac's
so
gonna cast a hail on himself
oh, yep,
to
you
get
do
rid
that.
of everything.
So, as far as the sword goes, this sword does have a name, and you know the name now.
Oh, cool. I can not have it be listed as old ass sword anymore. I can give it a real name.
It tells you that its name is Teralandar's Honor.
You'll want to yeah.
I wonder if that's an actual item I can just pull up in Hero Lab.
If you have strange Aeons,
I prefer you don't, only because in its description it does name drop something, and I'd prefer to keep that.
Okay, that's fair.
But I will tell you what it does. So this is an intelligent weapon. It has an intelligence, wisdom, and charisma score of respectively 20, 13, and 14, with an ego of 17. It speaks Aklo, Islanti, Common, Draconic, Kelish, and Vudrani. And it remains functioning as a +2 aberration bastard sword, but it now has a special purpose. Its special purpose is to kill aberrations and any creatures intrinsically tied to this great old one.
All right.
It can sense any of these foes within a certain radius, and the Bane enchantment applies to all of them, regardless of their type, as long as they are tied to that great.
Okay. That's
And it
pretty good.
also increases the critical hit multiplier to ×3.
Nice. That is pretty good.
This is one badass fucking sword.
Finally, it can attempt knowledge checks as though it had some ranks in the
Knowledge
appropriate
engineering.
knowledges to identify.
Yeah. Usually it's engineered for aberrations, at least.
Huh. Well, that's fascinating.
Yep. It can also see in the dark and read magic.
Neat. It is still a bastard sword, so
Yep.
I take proficiency penalties if I try to wield it one-handed without having the spell from Cormac. But
And yes, the sword is hosting the spirit of its last wielder, which is why it's intelligent.
yeah.
Gus can also use it.
That's true.
You good?
Yeah.
Be a pretty wicked upgrade.
It'd be a nice one. I mean, he's got his cane sword and all, but it's just a standard +1 cane sword.
Yeah. Probably
Nothing
a good chance.
special.
There's probably a good chance I'll just
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not proficient without a spell.
Yeah.
And
Also,
are you proficient with bastard swords, or do you have like a feat that lets you do it?
that's exotic.
It's an exotic weapon to use it.
It's exotic to use it one-handed, but
You
if
can
you
use it
at
as
least
a
have
two-handed weapon to
martial, you
martial.
can use it two-handed.
Yeah.
Well, Gus has martial.
So you could use it.
You could use it two-handed, and the thing is, for you, using it two-handed probably is fine because
You're a psychic caster.
you're a psychic caster. You don't actually need to have a free hand. And
Yeah,
even if
you
you
don't use
did,
somatic
you can
components.
hold it in one hand to cast a spell. The only reason why I can't do that is because I'm using spell combat.
That's basically what Cormac's been doing this whole time because he uses a great sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other reason why I got the Ring of Force is so I can have a shield without making it to where I can't cast.
Yeah. Gus can either use his sword cane with shield, or he can use this bastard sword two-handed, and then that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then if he needed to, he can always probably ask for a proficiency in it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you use it.
All right,
All right.
Gus, you have Terrell Endar's honor.
Is that the noise from
That's the acquire
noise
noise.
from yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All
Yep,
right.
and you can hear the spirit talking to you. That I'm with you when you need me.
Okay. Go and start throwing in all the stats and shit on this thing. Are you able to paste over to me the description minus the
name?
the
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Unless you want me to work with my ability that's for my what's it called? Object reading. Since it does also I learn pull up this description here. It says if the item has any historical significance, the occultist learns one piece of information about its past. Finally, if the item was last used no longer than 1 day ago per the occultist class level, the occultist learns one piece of information about the last creature to use the item. This information might be a glimpse of the creature's appearance, brief vision.
There you go.
And its emotional state when last using the item. So.
Yeah, yep, you can use that, and it'll give you the information that I pasted to you. And just I've omitted the exact name of the thing, but it's like a pseudonym or thing is in there because I've already told you that.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, then we add all of that into roll 20.
But yeah, what do you guys do?
Rest.
Yeah, we head back down to our campsite.
Let's see. You guys get some good experience for doing that too. You gonna head back to the campsite?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you do that. You've put the ghost at rest.
Yay!
She is no longer a undead creature of malevolence and anguish. If anything, her spirit and resolve is hardened,
Yeah.
and now lingers within the blade.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are gonna just rest here.
I think so. I'll probably ask Kudu to like burn me again. Give me some healing.
Ooh, you want to get burned, eh? All right. Well.
Yeah.
As long as you're asking for it. Shit. Where are we?
All right.
Oh, there we are. Above. Oops. I didn't mean to click on that, but okay. Lock that away. Woo! Reroll that.
Reroll my reflexive attack roll. Ah, don't burn me. I changed my mind. I don't want it. If the OTL comes back, we should see about getting you a ring of protection.
Resistance. Ring of resistance.
Ring of resistance, right? That's what I meant. Like we could trade the +2 great axe maybe for like a +2 ring of resistance. I think maybe. So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. All right. Do you guys do anything, or do you just rest the rest of the?
Yeah, we're gonna probably. Do we need to do anything to? Because the next day we'll be able to get Kudu's familiar back, and Cormac can get rid of his negative level as well, which is good timing because we need everyone at full strength if we're gonna go fight this.
Probably settle with
Thing.
everybody's con damage. Get that all taken away
Yeah,
too.
I mean, probably it's gonna heal overnight down to 1 for me, so which doesn't really impact anything unless I get more con damage. But I mean, why would that happen, right? I also have that charisma damage too. I'm also 100% completely out of arcane pool points for the day.
You just prepare 3 lessers. If Jane has access to lesser restoration, right?
She does actually. She does have that spell.
Cool. That's pretty useful.
I'll just prepare 3. I already got rid of mine because I used heal on myself.
Yeah, she can probably heal it off of herself. I think she has only like 2 casts
Do you
of
have
these.
do Pearl of Powers work for divine casters?
Oh, that'll work.
Like if I gave you my Pearl of Power level 2, or is that only for arcane casters? No, it says anyone who prepares spells. So yeah, did you already prepare like a lesser restoration that you could?
For
Yeah.
Jane? Or for
Well,
Cormac?
Jane's is a level 1 spell, and I already used my
Yeah.
Pearl of Power 1, so I can't. She can't do it. But if Cormac has a a lesser restoration prepared that he already casts, he could use my Pearl of Power 2 to get it back today.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
But
I'll
it's lesser restoration's a level 1 spell for me.
not. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What? How? Is it domain spell?
Let me check.
I don't think it's a level 1 spell.
Yeah, lesser restoration's a level 1 spell. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Then no, I do not have one prepared. I put in the wrong spell category.
Okay. Darn.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna see you guys start resting. During your rest, Kudu, you get a message.
A message?
Yep, like a sending kind of message,
Oh?
and you know the identity of the sender.
Uh-huh.
Is it Sister Maria?
It's the mysterious voice that you've heard before inside of the catacomb.
Oh, this jerk.
And it says, "Hello. I hope you don't mind me asking. Is it bright and sunny where you are?" And I need you to give me a will save.
Fuck. Okay. Is this before I rest?
This is before you rest.
I'm gonna iron will it maybe. So let's see what we got.
We also still might be able to trade for a couple potions of lesser restoration.
Maybe I'll
too.
be fine. I don't know how
Okay.
strong he is.
You can answer if you want, however you want. As per sending, you can
24 words.
Message back.
Kudu responds and says, all I see is darkness.
Okay. And you don't get a response since it's only one and then
A nosy little ball. Asking me if it's sunny. Wouldn't he like to know? I will tell whoever wakes up.
okay. That it happened.
That it happened.
All right.
She doesn't know enough
Yeah,
about magic to be worried about that, so she's like, do we need to be worried about it? Like, I don't know.
Kudu, yeah, tells you guys.
I'm not sure that there's a way to like stop sending. Is there? Like, does non-detection stop it? I don't think so.
Mind blowing.
I don't even think that works.
Sending is an odd case because it's an evocation school spell.
Hmm.
Actually, there is one way of stopping it. If you're on another plane of existence, there's a 5% chance that the sending doesn't.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please try your call again later.
Yep. But yeah, Kudu tells you that, and
69.
and during the night, the Otyug shows up, waddling into the camp, and it offers to trade.
All right.
Does anybody
Ring of Resistance? +2 or
Yeah, I'd like to if he has something like that, and I can give him the axe as a trade.
it
No.
flips to the page with all of the different kinds of like drawings of items, and it points to what looked to be like a
Okay, so he's saying he has one then.
possibly, yeah.
All right, I'll pull out the +2 great axe, I guess.
Okay.
And ask if he has one that's similar value to this one that we could barter.
Okay. It seems like it understands that.
what's the axe value?
Axe's value is 8,320.
So Ring of Resistance +2 is 6,000.
Yeah.
It flips its book to a page that says more.
Like it wants me to give him more? Do I have anything else I
You
can
can
give
take
him?
the +2 cloak. Because I won't be needing it.
That puts it up to, yeah, that should do it because that puts us up to the 12,000 mark. So then if we sold it for gold and then used the gold to buy this, it would be the same, right? Because a cloak of resistance +2 is 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
So your cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a cloak resistance in for a ring of resistance plus this add. Pretty good deal.
It takes the cloak and it feels it, it holds it, and it flips its book to a page that says story.
Wants a story?
And it points particularly at the cloak.
Like what the story of this cloak is?
Maybe.
Well, one day Kudu was in the bazaar of maybe Casimir. I don't know where we got it. Actually, we might have found this one. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But I suppose we could just tell him about like some of the stuff you did while wearing the cloak.
Sure. I'm asleep, so I don't know.
Like maybe I tell him about how we while this cloak was being worn, we went and helped a Knoll, because I think you probably had this cloak on when we did this. We went and helped the Knoll princess rescue one of her servants that she was worried about, and had to go uncover and talk to a bunch of his network of people that he used to support him in his information gathering. And so yeah, I'll kind of like relay like some of that, or tell him some of that story. Now, because his
Okay.
friends cared about him so much, we were able to figure out one of them who he thought was his friend, but actually meant him harm and betrayed him, and we were able to come and rescue him at the last minute, like heroes did.
Thanks to this cloak, we didn't fail saves. Maybe.
Yes.
All right. It seems pretty pleased with the account of events of this item. Almost like it can tell that this item has kind of like acquired some notoriety simply because it's been in your possession for so. It seems like the Alt Yog values it more because it has some history.
I'll tell it as far as the axe goes. I know we just recently got it, and I don't know much about the creature that we took it from.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a malevolent creature, but it doesn't seem like it's any sort of has any sort of attachment to this axe, as far as I can tell.
The Ayug doesn't seem to be as concerned about the axe, but it will. It seems like it'll accept it, and it leaves the two items here for now, and then it starts shuffling off.
Okay.
Unless anybody tells it or inquires more about trading with.
Gus is gonna inquire.
Do you have a headband that makes one more intelligent? One a little bit more powerful than the one I have.
It understands what you're saying, and it points to what looks like headgear in its book, and its tentacles reach towards you as if it's expecting.
So Gus would pull out 2 diamonds and some diamond dust. And actually, you know what? Let's see. Doing math in my head here. Yeah, okay. He'll pull out the 2 diamonds and some diamond dust, and then he'll provide that as payment. The value of it is 16,000.
Your what's the headband? What's yours do?
The one I have currently is a +2 headband of vast intelligence. I'm looking
Okay.
to go ahead and upgrade to a +4.
And are you offering that one as well?
The sell value is going to be what, half?
It would be.
So, yeah, Gus would be putting that towards it there, but you know what? Does he actually have coin? I believe he does. He's got some. Okay. Just trying to figure out if because basically he has got the 16,000 in gold, but he also has the 2,000 worth in the other headband, and
Okay.
so you know, I don't know if he's going to just get change.
Okay. So assuming you do offer the headband as part of the
Yeah, he would.
it takes its time appraising the headband. Um, it looks at and feels the other material wealth, but it's much more interested in the head. And it also points to the page in its book that says story.
Let's see. How long have I worn this headband? This band has been with me for a long time. I have undergone many cases involving dark secrets, dark horrors, many things that would make the average man cringe at the simple thought.
He starts to recount the Carrion Hill horror case
Okay.
and explains on how the headband was used in order for him to discern some of the hidden clues and secrets in order to have him find the source of this horror and help root out the cause and eliminate the problem.
All right. You tell the Yug the story, and it appreciates knowing more of the history behind this item, or at least the feats of the person who it seems to treasure that value. Or since you're an occultist, you might actually surmise that this Otyug might actually have the ability to detect like psychic resonances, and that's why it's so intrigued by the information behind these items, because the stories are kind of like what like establish that connection.
Okay. Similar to it's got a form of either legend lore or something similar to my ability.
Yeah, the more it knows about an item, basically the more valuable it is to it, because it's able to detect like any kind of like legendary feats or like heroes that it interacts. But yeah, it nods and it leaves the stuff with you for now. Does anybody else negotiate or?
No.
I think I'm good.
Um,
All right.
with the change, am I just dealing with like the 2,000 gold as change type of deal, or how does that work with this guy?
Basically, yeah, you'll get change. It does have a stash of just gold. All right, it takes off. It shuffles away quickly, and it hurries to go and find its stash. And a couple hours later, it shows back up, and it has a bag that's got some stuff in it and money, and it dumps it, and it holds a ring out to Fingrim and Kudu, and a headband to Gus.
All right, I'm gonna make sure the ring is actually what it's supposed to be.
What ability or what skill is this one attuned to?
I probably can tell. Assuming it is.
Did you want it intelligence?
I mean, if it's an intelligence headband, it's keyed to to a skill that it gives you free ranks
Yeah.
in, basically.
Right. So
Like you get like a normal skill.
yeah. So I'm just wondering if if this one came pre-included with a certain specific skill in this case. Since this, I'm assuming this is a pre-owned headband.
You might be right.
Maybe.
Might just have to roll
Gently used.
well, how many different skills are there or knowledges are there? I guess there's 10.
All right. You check out the stuff, Pluto, and the ring is a ring of resistance +3,
Ooh,
and
okay.
the headband is a headband of vast intelligence +4, keyed to. Is it 2 knowledges per thing, or is it just?
It's
It's
gonna
all
be
two.
two. It's gonna be 2 knowledges for the +4.
Yeah, every +2 increment on the intelligence gives you another knowledge.
This one's keyed to knowledge, arcana, and religion.
Okay.
Probably ones you already had, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. It accepts the items that you give it. However, the cloak and the other headband, it values them at 75% of their value instead of 50% because it sees them as being more valuable because of the
Because of their
the
history.
psychic resonance within them.
Ah.
Okay.
Kudu will just say, "What an odd creature," when she wakes up and is given the ring. Yay! I am resist, guys.
Yay!
But yeah, it basically gives you guys change for the items
That's right. I have
Nice.
since it's got some gold of its own.
+2
And
headband.
yeah,
It's fine.
it takes them for now, and it'll probably it'll stick around for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like taking its time, like lovingly, like handling its new acquisition, and then eventually it waddles away after
Yeah.
waving.
Gus bids it adieu and kind of just goes from there.
Okay. And then I'll say that you guys rest for the rest of your sleep. And you can wake up and prepare your spells and tell me what you're gonna do now.
Ooh. To the museum.
Kudu waits up to another
Okay.
object.
Yeah. It's very, very good. Very good.
I'm not gonna repair 3 times shocking grasp this time. I know that much. I don't think that's necessary anymore. I didn't even cast any of those shocking grasps. I went to sleep with 3 shocking grasps still prepared. But yeah.
We recover 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
I think Gus gets more spells now, or spell slots. I think.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nice.
Cormac's gonna cast a restoration on himself to get rid of the permanent hero level.
All right.
Yay! Finally.
You did it.
Does anyone have a lesser restoration for the only for a small enfeeblement?
Oh, Jane will do that gladly. She will help fix you.
Fix you.
There,
Fix-
she's really good at these. She fixes your con.
Much appreciated, Jane.
Of course, she says.
How long does monster's physique last for? Minutes per level? Okay. I think I'm still preparing that though.
Preparing water walk communal. Just in case we need to go out onto like
Probably a good idea.
My DCs go up. I'm just excited about that.
Yep, it's a little more power.
I'll take it.
Kudu starts to like meditate. And she feels like really sad because it's been like, I don't know, a week since Drench has been gone.
Yeah.
And
Been a whole
perhaps she starts to shed some tears and Drench just comes pouring out of her.
the tears form into drench.
And she gets so happy and she goes to hug her little ball of water.
Oh, all right.
And you guys see her coming out of the tent with Drench.
Hooray! Is it actually drenched? Does he remember?
Well, the way my understanding is kineticist is like the familiar is always a part of them, so it's essentially
Gotcha. So
a
it
part
would
of
be
you.
then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep, little water elemental is back.
It might not retain little adventures that you guys went on, but it
Yeah.
recognizes you as a friend.
Yeah.
I gotta change my health.
There you go. All right.
Yes.
Yep, the little water elementals.
It's back.
What do you guys do?
Gus has his checks his equipment, makes sure it's all ready. Gives his locket a kiss, and then just says,
I'm ready to go when you all are.
Yeah, I'm just going through my spell list at the moment.
Yep, same here.
Man, I'm like so gated by my level 4 spell slots. There's so many level 4 spells that I want.
Well, do you know what you're going to use them for?
That's my problem. I have slots, then I have more level 4 spells that I want to prepare than I have level 4 spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like trying to decide. We are probably gonna go and look into this fungus creature.
Yeah.
The fungus great old one that we know that
Are
needs
you
to
going
be
to go
dealt.
do that now, though? That's probably what you guys should be asking yourselves.
Oh,
Or are you going to do
no.
something else?
Well, what else would we want to do? Like, unless we want to go visit that guy down in the hole again and fight him or something.
Hmm.
Like, stop harassing us with sending. I'm actually really surprised I can't think of like any way to stop someone from using sending on you. Like, I don't know if there actually are
Yeah, no. If he
countermeasures.
wants to talk to me, then whatever. Just as long as he can't affect me.
Okay, I guess the countermeasure is you take a level of vigilante and you just go in the other identity, and then they can't sending you because you're a different
Right.
person.
Right.
Or use any effect that gives you like the vigilante double identity thing, where you just aren't the person that he's trying to send you sending on, so then it just fails.
Darkness called, but I wasn't home, so it went
Leave
right
a
to
message.
voicemail.
So that's the way to do it. And I don't know. I wonder if there's a spell that works like the vigilante ability they added. Maybe.
I tried to call Darkness back, but they wouldn't pick up the phone. Darkness must have been screening their calls. I said, "Pick up the phone, Darkness."
Is that from something?
It's actually from Warcraft 3. If you poke the demon hunter enough, that's what he said. Because they have that line that just says "Darkness calls."
Yeah.
So then, yeah, they extend it into a joke.
It's been a long time since I last played Warcraft 3, and now I
Yeah,
can't ever
and now
play
you
it ever
can't,
again.
or you just shouldn't. Otherwise,
Um,
it borks the whole thing.
Okay, I actually can play the original Warcraft 3 though because I have a disc
Yeah,
somewhere.
if you have a disc and you just stay off the internet, then you get
Yes.
to keep that version of it. But
Yeah.
as soon as you do, it'll try
As
and
soon as I get on
get
the
onto
internet,
the
it'll-
launcher and
yeah.
download the whatever like
It's like a-
gigabytes of the new thing.
It's like a great old one fucking trying to infect your
Yeah.
computer. It's basically this fungus creature,
So-
but that's Blizzard.
Jeez.
So you have to disconnect your Ethernet cable completely at this point?
Pretty much.
Fucking A.
I
You
think
do
if
that with Diablo as well if you don't want to play with the.
Yeah, if you don't
use like
wanna
a
play with it.
firewall
Zombie modes
to
and stuff.
block, I think if you just use a
You
firewall
could set up
to
a fancy
block,
firewall, yeah.
yeah, and just block Warcraft 3's ability to access battle.net.
But I just wouldn't take the
That
chance.
worked too. Yeah, who knows? It's too dangerous.
Anyway, so what do you guys do? Because I know Pluto has to go before 9 o'clock.
I have to go before 9 o'clock. I have to
And
go.
I need to at least set up a scene or something before you leave.
Well, let's head over towards
We're gonna head towards the Oasis, I think.
I think
Are
so,
you?
yeah.
I think so. Is there a reason-
Okay.
I mean,
Is there
that's what we're
something
gonna handle
telling us?
first.
Sword, what do you think? Ask the sword.
The sword says that if we're gonna go and banish this evil from our world, then let's
Let's make what?
make haste.
Okay, so the sword. See, sword wants to go. Who might argue with a sword? A talking sword, like.
Overland
Alright.
flight?
You guys are gonna overland flight it over there?
Well,
I don't have
I'm overland
flight.
flighting.
I'm gonna walk.
Okay.
I
Club.
you know, I just have it. I'm just putting it up just because it lasts all day. I mean,
Yeah.
14 hours is enough time. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Are you bringing lols with you?
Probably not.
don't think
Okay.
so.
Which way do you guys enter? From where you met the guy, the curator, or the way you exit?
The way we exited was teleporting, wasn't it? So
I
do
guess
we-
so. So are you walking there physically, or are you gonna try and teleport to the watery area?
I intend to walk there unless somebody else wants to teleport or suggests that we do and has a good reason for it. But
Gus intends
Go-
to fly very at a medium pace.
Okay.
Okay.
We
'Cause
can
we know it
walk
only
there and
takes
try
us-
to.
It doesn't take us that long to walk there. Like it takes us out few hours, but
Okay, so it sounds like you guys are walking there.
yeah.
Okay, so I need to know which direction do you come from? Basically,
We
the
come
south
from the safe way.
or the west?
The way we come from the way that's not gonna make us walk past the freaking wall of despair.
Okay. So you're coming from this way.
All right.
Now, I don't think Sin was here for this one, but I will tell you guys that you did experience something weird here too.
Was that the drowning one?
Yes, you guys did experience like a very vivid flashback of something happening and in which a load of debris was suffocating a few of you.
Yeah.
Did
Gus
Um,
almost
Gus ex-
purged that haunt when it triggered initially.
yeah,
He
kind
just
of.
He did
low-
cast a purge, but it
Yeah.
didn't
He
get
low
rid of
rolled
it.
on the damage, so it didn't
I'm kind of,
purge it.
preempting that. I know it's not going to really affect that because it's a will save and it's a haunt. But Cormac kind of forgot he's going to cast a life bubble on everybody and spread the duration around.
Right, well, especially now that we're like getting close to these oasis, it might be a good idea to cast like the longer term buffs.
He's casting freedom of movement on himself, and he already cast all of his other ones, like his normal
Yeah, so
long.
I'm just gonna throw up heroism for
table.
now, which will last be for about 2.5 hours.
Okay. So then, how do you approach this?
Can you dimension door all of us past it?
Good.
Gus is going to just walk to to the range of just before it triggered, and then see if he can he target it with the purge spirits.
If you have some way of detecting a haunt, yes.
Um, how does one normally detect it prior to it triggering?
Does detect
Spell.
undead work? Maybe.
Another way is just to throw up a
Detect
stone
haunt is a
shape to make a
spell.
wall right there.
Yeah, I know detect haunt.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Is detect haunt a real thing?
Yeah.
I know detect undead is. I think that might work, but I know detect magic usually doesn't work until after the haunt already starts manifesting, though.
Hmm.
I need a way to manifest this haunt so I can actually destroy it.
I mean, that's really easy. I'll just walk into it.
I don't know what the spell is.
I mean, if that's what you wish to do. I'll be ready.
So detect undead or detect alignment spells of the appropriate type do allow an observer a chance to notice a haunt before it manifests.
Yeah. So does Gus have detect undead or detect alignment spells?
Double checking, but I don't think so.
I thought there was a chance he might have like a detect undead ability or something, but
Jane has, she has detect. Never
it's
mind.
detect
she has
evil.
detect evil. Yeah.
I don't remember if this was an evil haunt or not.
Yeah.
Probably
But
was
even
though.
if she did, she doesn't have any means of interacting with it. Gus is the one
Yeah.
who he has to spot.
Would I be able to read? Um, hmm. Would I be able to read an aura out of it if I use aura sight?
Let me see if this gives off an aura. Or let me see aura sight.
The aura sight is just a better version of detect alignment, so that theoretically should work.
Yeah.
Okay, it works like detect, so yes, that would work.
Okay. Thankfully, that's a class feature, so he doesn't have to spend anything to do it. So yeah, he uses Aura Sight to, and then once he's able to focus on it, he will cast a Purge Spirits.
Okay, now here's the tricky part. I know that Aura Sight says, and like Detect Evil says that you find the location of the aura, but with a haunt, it still requires a check to notice it before it manifests. So give me a perception.
That's one of his better ones.
And I'm going to put it against its perception DC.
Hey!
Okay. So you detect it. Let's see. You detect the evil of this haunt, and you perceive it.
There you are.
And it's interesting. You see like you don't see like what it would show you. You kind of see more into it. You're looking at the memories of you're looking at the memories of a certain individual whose life was not only snuffed out but forever changed as this catastrophic event happened around them. This is an event that triggered an evil inside of this.
A shame. Evil came from within you when you encountered this calamity of sorts.
I
But
just
for now,
realized we kind of forgot about the demon too. Sorry.
Yeah, but he poofed last I checked, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat it. You guys defeated him. All right, so what do you do?
Purge Spirits.
All right, give me the what's the DC?
The DC on that now is
Or what kind of DC is it?
it's gonna be a 20 will.
It fails, and it takes the full damage.
Those are mostly good numbers. I'll take
All right,
it.
yeah, that was good. I think last time when I had you do this when I was NPCing Gus, it saved against it, and this hunt doesn't have that much HP, but yeah, the half damage was like just not enough to destroy it. But this,
This will
so
destroy it.
you purge, yeah, you dealt more damage than its health. It doesn't
I
have a high
remember-
health.
I remember him saying that it had low health last time too, and that even with it making the save, you almost took it out. But you rolled pretty low on the 10d6 last time too.
It happens.
Yeah, especially when you're
Alright.
not here.
be gone.
You purge the spirits, and rather than like watching like a recreation of this event, you particularly siphon out like the spirit of this lingering person, where this palpable aura of evil surrounds them. And you notice that it seems to be this woman in a very stylized sort of armor, And as you pull the spirits out of here, she plants her great axe into the ground, taking a knee and staring at you.
Go in peace and find Pharasma.
She glares at you angrily, wrathfully, but her wrath is impotent, and she falls to the ground and drops her great axe and dissipates.
The spirits here will bother us no more. Let us move on.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Sure. Is this number right? Yeah, it looks like it's right. It's funny, I have 14 ranks in perception, but my bonus is still only plus 16. 'Cause
Okay.
It's not a class
So
skill.
everybody rolled above a 25, which is good enough. You all recognize the armor that this woman is wearing.
Is it the armor that...
In fact, you
Pharasma
also
wearing?
recognize the great axe.
Oh.
They look
Uh.
eerily similar to the great axe and armor that you just found.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh.
I don't know what to make of that, but it's interesting.
Well, we know that creature was based off its coin. It was around before Earthfall or before that event happened.
Yeah.
And it was that creature was had to be created by something that was super like instant and like catastrophic. So it's probably put two and two together. That's that creature, and that's when it was created.
Yeah, but I don't know if knowing that changes anything for us.
Yeah, no, but
It's interesting,
it's crazy to think about. Yeah, and I didn't realize that was a female.
Well, undeath kind of makes things,
Yeah,
it makes things like sexual dimorphic things, less dimorphic.
Yeah, kind of happens. This is what happens when your tits fall off.
Yeah.
but
For sure.
damn.
They show up and nothing. Anyway, so
All right, you guys defeat the haunt though, so I can actually give you experience for it now.
Yay!
I'll save it for the end of the session. It's worth a little chunk.
I figured all the experience in the end here is going to be.
Yeah.
I might miss the end of the session, depending on how much longer it's going. I gotta go here real soon. I got about 5 minutes.
Okie dokie. So, you guys continue.
Yep.
You do that. I'll just move you guys through here. You guys don't see anything. It's very quiet, and you don't see the curator.
What a relief.
But you make it to the Stele, and one of the shores of this oasis.
Yeah, and we fought like some weird things that came out of the oasis before, like these weird kind of algae.
Yeah, I do remember that.
You don't see any corpses.
Did he clean house?
I'm just putting that in the text so I remember for
Okay,
next
that's
session.
good.
Yeah.
Wow. While we're here, should we activate the stray?
Yeah.
We don't have lulls.
Good luck.
here,
Yeah, you don't have
so-
lol.
Oh, he has to activate it, huh?
Well, he knows well, you all know that the ritual to activate these is in the Necronomicon.
We don't actually technically need lulls, but we do need the Necronomicon.
Yeah, you need the
He probably
book.
has it.
All right. All right. So then, do we continue looking around for this entity?
Said it's
Do you?
in the oasis, right?
The sword speaks to whoever is wielding it, and it
Gus.
responds to Fingrim's question, and it says, "Yes, undoubtedly, there is a miasma of evil coming from this lake, and I'm
Cormac,
afraid that it's even more powerful than I realized. It's not even close to us, but I can feel its malevolence. It's palpable. It's there in the lake, in the water."
Fun.
Well, we have the air bubbles. We can use that to go under the wall, to walk in there, but it's very much going to be not a environment that that I at least am suited to.
Cormac will also will say, I have prepared a spell to where we could walk on top of the water before we have to go down if we need. But he also says, since 3 of you can fly, or for a short period, if I use the duration on me and if I use the spell on me and Jane, it'll last longer. Or me, Jane, and Fingrim, since I know your fly
9 minutes per
ability
level,
doesn't
yeah.
last forever.
Did I actually get Overland Flight in my spellbook? I don't remember. I didn't prepare it anyway, but I was considering getting it at one point.
I guess Cormac will do that since Kudu and Gus can kind of just fly.
What do we want to do? We want to cross over this body of water?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna go towards the center of the lake.
Yeah,
I'll
just fly.
I'm gonna cast water walk communal on us 3. Fingrim.
Okay.
I do have Overland Flight. I
Trench
just don't
will
have
just swim, you know.
The sword asks its wielder, "Do you have any way of reaching the bottom of?"
Repeat.
Do you have any way of reaching the bottom of the lake?
Yes.
Well, good question.
We do, because we could just sink.
Water
should do.
elementals, if we need to retrieve something.
The water elementals are good.
We also have life bubble on us, so we could theoretically just jump in the water and go down.
Yeah, but is that what we're trying to do? Is all of us go to the bottom of the lake? Why? Why, sword? Why?
The sword says, "I think that's where the creature lies."
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that's where it lied before.
I think it's in the lake.
And it said, yeah, I think so.
Can we lure it out, though?
It's sleeping down there. We're gonna have to go to it.
Well, not all of us, maybe. Send the water elemental, like a summon.
Okay, sure. If you don't want to go, but I'm going down there.
I can go ahead and look for it with my eye.
But I'm going down there next week because I gotta get going.
Yeah. And we'll probably have to end the session here. Because if this is where you guys are going, I need everyone present.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I am completely understand.
And someone shows up. Hello.
Shows up.
How dare you? Oh, it's that guy.
I sensed
Do you want to learn about
that
humanity's failures?
Someone like committing a great folly.
I sense possible redemption.
No.
Oh, okay.
Within you souls, I sense the possibility of redemption and success, but also failure. And if either is to happen, I must bear witness to this. And he like shows you like this big rock over here, and he says, This will be where I inscribe the one success humanity has achieved, or one of the greatest failures.
Oh man.
You know what this guy's name is to me now? His name's Pariah.
Maybe, yeah.
Pariah.
But he says that I will inscribe your names upon this slab regardless, so that you may be remembered. And he starts to inscribe your names on it.
Oh man. Who gave him my name?
Just be sure that it's Sir Gustav Horatus.
He just puts Gustav Aratus, and it seems like he knows your names.
That's well. You'll need to trace back over to my somewhere in my family, so we'll just work with it.
But all right, let me give you guys experience before you head off, because it's a good chunk. I don't think it's as much as last week, but we'll see.
Okay.
Because the biggest chunk here was the ghost.
I'll just figure it out. Probably, like, one of the things I can do is I can use Monster Physique to turn the mermaid fucking Fingrim.
You could become a Raxi.
I can become a Raxi.
The hardest issue is if we fight things down there. I'm the only one, or not the only one, but I'm really the only one that can use his weapon, other than
okay.
I can pull out a slashing weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, you guys get 14,400 experience each.
Okay.
1440.
It's not as much as last session, but it's pretty decent.
Yeah, good chunk.
And I'm gonna think on stuff to trade with that monster, because I realize I have a whole armor. I have a full plate armor that I could get rid of now if I really want.
Let me remove this great axe from my character sheet because we traded that in.
What is everyone at right now then?
582,100. Yep,
Okay,
same number Kudu just put in.
How far off from 15 does that put you?
That puts you 52,900 experience away.
Okay.
What he said.
52,000.
53,000 if you round it up.
3,000. All right.
Yeah, if you add 100 to that, then it's 53,000. All right, I gotta get going. So it's fun. See some of you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Take care.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
Please.
Yep. Good session.
Yep, that was.
All right.
Are you all ready for Saturday?
I am ready for Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't heard back from Frank, but I'm gonna assume that we're running on Sunday. But if he doesn't show up and I'm down 2 people, I can't run it. Like, I'm not gonna NPC 2 people.
All right. Well,
I don't like how he's like holding us like on this like string.
yeah, because if you can't run for whatever reason,
and I know you don't have enough time to get set up either.
Well, if I ran Storm King's Thunder, I need at least enough time to at least find out if David's available.
Right, and that's like a whole nother like problem to have.
That is its own tier of things.
Yeah.
So,
but I will see you guys over the weekend at some for whatever.